be the starting lineup of the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At small forward, Karis LeVert. At center, Jared Allen. At shooting guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of this team is Kenny Atkinson.
Basketball fans, please welcome your Toronto Raptors! And now your starting lineup. Starting at small forward, at 6'6", number 3, OG Anunoby. At center, 7 feet, number 9, Serge Ibaka. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 23, Fred VanVleet. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard, number 7, Kyle Lowry. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. Your home team head coach is Nick Nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, your Toronto Raptors!
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed than letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, DA. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
So it's Brooklyn now. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Now the pass to VanVleet. And good that time. VanVleet's got the opening field goal of the game for the Raptors.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And KD throws it down.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Van Vliet with it. Dinwiddie covering. Unloads. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low. KD against Siakam. Stolen. Here's Anunoby. LeVert defending. Siakam kicks to Lowry. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Irving passes to KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 6.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
KD against Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
Free throw good, Siakam.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Count it.
Boy, Kevin, I thought he might get a call there. I thought it was pretty clear contact. But we know Lowry's not looking for the whistle. This guy's just looking to put points on the board.
Allen finds Irving. Back to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the 3. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is...
Oh, wow!
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Irving passes to Allen. Shot on the wing. And that one goes long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Lowry. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Passes it to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Outside for Lowry. A 3-ball. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's LeVert missing. Raptors trail by 3. Over to the wing. Takes the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Picked away. Anunoby passes to Siakam. lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any midseason trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
So he gets them both.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
Irving passes to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Durant's got 10 points. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization, and the Nets were on point throughout the process.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the score by Serge Ibaka. LeVert the pass to KD. Lobbed up there for Durant, and KD throws it down.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
Lowry against Irving. Ibaka right side. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Allen. An even 3-on-3 break. On its way from Irving for 2. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Van Vliet finds Lowry. Here's Anunoby. With the floater. No good there. Nice defense from KD. Irving surveying the floor. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
First one falls for him.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Here's Prince, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Prince outside. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. A chance here for a three-point play.
Shot's good.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Toronto trailing. Here's Davis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day by day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
And that one misses.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star. And guys, he's not done growing yet.
And he's good on the second. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. They trail by 1. Pass to Gasol. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Harris. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. 3rd in field goal percentage, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hollis Jefferson. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipe. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Dinwiddie wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Siakam, good. Siakam's got 12 points in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. He feeds it to Prince. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. That's good from Harris on the assist by Dinwiddie. And the Nets lead by 2.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Dinwiddie. Chandler trying to free himself up. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period. You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Harris with it. Picked up by Davis. Second shot opportunity, and Jordan with the layup. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Davis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint, Dinwiddie with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Prince's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harris against Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And so he makes both from the line. And here is Harris. From outside the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Powell. He's out there with Davis. Marc Gasol is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
The free throw drops for Powell. You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Now here is Harris. Pass to Chandler. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Davis surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Powell. Outside Gasol. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Gasol's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dinwiddie passes to Prince. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Count the basket.
Oh, no defense right there for that shot from Irving. Released so quick, especially off the pass.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto, to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Davis passes it to Lowry. Harris against Powell. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Look at Toronto. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Nets. They're 5 spots away.
And I think for Toronto, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And here is Irving. Following Kyle Lowry's 3. That one misses. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Puts it up from 7. Again, Toronto.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And the Raptors and Lowry both grew together, Doris, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto. Doesn't get better than that.
Irving for three, and again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Buries it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Irving, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Shots good by Durant.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Pass to Irving. Over Lowry. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Good work there as it goes.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Irving against Lowry. High post, KD. 15 points in the game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And no good that time. Some solid defense there from KD. On the wing, Irving. Off target with his 3.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's VanVleet, and it's sent back by KD. Harris outside. LeVert up top. While recovering. Fades away. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Now here's Allen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Raptors leading by 12. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length for the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Here's Lowry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not afraid to take hits on the way to the free throw line. Kyle Lowry will manufacture points any way he has to.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
That free throw, no good. And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
He hits the second from the line.
I think now that he's become a perennial all-star, it's easy to forget. It wasn't until his 9th year in the league that Kyle Lowry made his first all-star game.
Now, here is Irving. 7 points in the game. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, we know he's got takeover ability, and Kevin Durant is cooking right now.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. At one point, they led by 16. Good D by Irving.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now, here is Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Lowry against Irving. Over Lowry. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Irving.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Siakam passes to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. He has 6. Pass to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Floats one, and it's sent back by Allen. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Chandler, no good. Raptors leading by 7. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Golden State. Irving against Lowry. The pass to Durant. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Nets.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Passes to Lowry. Anunoby in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Good on the second free throw.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Dinwiddie. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
First free throw is good. And the Raptors with some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And the Nets making a change here as well. Prince is checked in for Allen. Siakam hits them both. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Nets trail by 10. Dinwiddie passes to Prince. On its way from Irving for 2. Again, the Nets for 2.
You guys know it's pick your poison when you are trying to cover Kyrie out of the pick and roll.
Irving against Davis. Pass to Siakam. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Irving kicks to Chandler. Feeds it to Jordan. Gasol with the steal. To the inside. Fouled in the shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you got to like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
And Powell, no good on that one. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Raptors leading by 10.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Irving. 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Fades back. And that one is good. And it's 8 points for Marc Gasol.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Irving with it. From deep. Oh, big time play.
And he nails it. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team. Keeping those turnovers down, that's the big factor.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Toronto leading by 9. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Karis LeVert is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And he can't get the first one.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
That's tipped. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Siakam with it. Dinwiddie covering. And that one drops. Siakam's got 18 points in the game. And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Now LeVert. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Here's Irving. The Raptors getting the bucket. A floater. He can't get that one. Good D by Siakam. Raptors leading by 13. Lowry finds Siakam. Back to Lowry. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Van Vliet. And it's sent back by Allen. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And on the way from Irving for three. The rebound by Ibaka. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Not only is Pascal Siakam elevating his offensive game, he's elevating his efficiency. He is working right now.
Now here's Durant. He's got 24. Good on the bucket. KD's got 26.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Lowry against Irving. Now, here's Siakam. 20 points for him, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
And he knocks down the first one. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Now here's Irving. He's got 14. Connects from three-point range.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Lowry against Irving. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Joe Harris is checked in for LeVert. Nets trail by 15. Irving passes to Harris. Dinwiddie outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Lowry against Irving. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Raptors in second.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
So it's Brooklyn now. Durant just inside the line. Misses the jumper. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. Allen against Siakam. And Lowry gets double teamed. Van Vliet. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got his second basket of the night.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
On the wing, Irving. While recovering. Now here's Dinwiddie. D right on him, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter. Raptors leading by 16. And Lowry gets double teamed. It's stolen by Allen. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. Here's KD. 26 points for him. Allen finds Irving. They grab their own miss, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there. Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy is proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. And the free throw, no good. And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project. But boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And the Nets also making a change. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Lowry. Launches it. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Wow, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Prince kicks to Dinwiddie. The feed to Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Toronto leading by 15. Outside Lowry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
And that one misses. Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
All the officials are all over that one. As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
That free throw, no good. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And he sinks the second.
You think back to when Marc Gasol first entered the league. This was a big guy whose skills were certainly developing at the time. Now he's incredibly polished and a tremendous leader.
Allen outside. Back to Durant from deep. Not going to go that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
To the inside, and then Durant with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Davis kicks to Powell. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Let's take a look at numbers for Powell. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, averaging 23 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Davis. Pass to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Gasol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, this guy is just a load on the interior. Marc Gasol uses his size, he uses his angles to get where he wants to go.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Brooklyn with the ball. A 12-point game. Dinwiddie outside. And the Nets miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Davis down low. Harris is there. And it's Davis missing. Nets trail by 12. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. Lowry brings the double. Down low. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Lowry against KD. Left side Gasol. Great D that time from Jordan.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
To the middle, here's Gasol, and it's blocked by Jordan. Harris looking it over. Kicks to Prince. Pass to Dinwiddie. Davis with the double team. To the paint. Here's Harris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Toronto leading by 7. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Shooting for Toronto, Marc Gasol. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And the Nets making a change here. LeVert's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. And it's LeVert missing. Down low. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 9 points here in the second half. Nets trail by 10. To the inside. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Prince against Powell. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Well, doesn't Kevin Durant like to put defenders on their heels, and he gets them to foul? Love it.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And so Durant nails them both. And Toronto has possession. 6-point lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lowry. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Inside, picked off in midair. Here's Anunoby, defended by Durant. Outside Lowry. Shoots over LeVert. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Nets trail by 6. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here is Irving. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Irving's got 19 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Siakam against Durant. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Raptors now. And here's LeVert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Earning a trip to the line, Caris LeVert is one tough guy. Has had to fight through so many leg injuries over the course of his career. Incredible.
No good on that one. Well, at 6'7", Doris, Caris LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. And the second free throw, good.
Well, think back to Caris LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
It's deflected.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Here's Lowry. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from Irving. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Caris LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And, guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Now, here's Lowry. Good D by Irving. KD finds LeVert. Rebound by the Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Lowry, and it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Here's Ibaka, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the 2-possession lead was key.
Feeds it to Prince. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Raptors leading by 3. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here are the Raptors now. Siakam passes to Lowry. Banked in off the glass. Lowry's got 11 in the second half.
I tell you, this guy combines crafty moves and an effective shot to attack defenses. Kyle Lowry cooking.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
It's deflected. Durant for 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Now here's Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Shooting for Toronto, Kyle Lowry. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Irving with the ball. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Lowry. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. Prince outside, and the pass to Irving to tie it up. But they'll get another chance. That ties the game. And that's 20 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, the coaching staff encourages Dinwiddie to take these shots. He is so dangerous on the catch and shoot.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. shoots over Dinwiddie. Van Vliet with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Siakam against Dinwiddie. They double-team KD. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Taurean Prince. Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
On the wing, Irving. Now recovering. Passes it to Claxton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And that matchup against the Sixers, this is a game. They are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Claxton the pass to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A 2-point game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness great. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Raptors leading by 5. Back to Lowry. The 3. Here's Siakam. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length. He's got athleticism. Look out.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And the first one at the line is good.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Rodion Kurucs, he's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Siakam outside. Outside Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Ibaka looking for an opening. Just 4 to shoot. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Irving kicks to KD. They double team KD. Pass to Harris. Fires for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Toronto. A big stretch here going 10-2. Van Vliet with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
At the line for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam. 2 shots. 2.
Free throw good, Siakam. That one is no good.
The 33rd pick in 2014 out of the University of Virginia. Boy, has Joe Harris found his niche the last couple of seasons as a dead-eye shooter.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. The pass to Lowry. It doesn't go for him. Durant with some nice D. And Doris more recent. We've seen Harris's offensive efficiency go through the roof.
It really has, Kevin. And it's not just his long-range shooting. He understands that he had to be adept at attacking off the closeout because they're going to take away that three-point shooting. He's got to be able to do both, and he's proven he's willing to.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Timeout called, the Nets.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He said, "We're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated." He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the basket by Lowry.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
Pass to KD. No good on the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the free ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Here's Anunoby. Siakam against Durant. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie outside. No good with the triple. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Lowry against Irving. Takes it out to Siakam. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists now tonight.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Harris to the middle. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Dinwiddie.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Irving against Lowry. And it's denied. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Lowry can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
For three, the rebound by Prince. Prince has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's only a 5-point Toronto lead.
Well, Dinwiddie loves huge opportunities, and he delivers there.
3-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by Harris.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris.
Reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Irving against Lowry. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
The free throw, no good. Siakam looking around. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots. Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 3. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lowry. Steps back and fires. Good work defensively by Lowry. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in the game. Musa, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Irving. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lowry against Irving. And Lowry gets double teamed. Just 3 to shoot. Van Vliet misses the 3.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on them, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way. And that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning. We're getting better. And just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.